Staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got about 3 minutes left in hour one. Plenty of time for a conversation. Give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Okay, a quick little search. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, says that in 2025, up to the present, anywhere between 1.6 million to 1.9 million have self-deported, with another 500,000 through administrative proceedings, legal deportations such as, ICE capturing, picking up illegal immigrants and sending them back. Now, however, there is questions to that methodology and those numbers. They could include people that passed away. What is the term? What is the definition of self-deport? Is it a combination of they left on their own? Did they look at the app and do their deportation that way? So, there's figures are not fast and firm on that. But anyway, this is what's being reported, although there are some questions as to how those numbers were put together on that. So anyway, there you go. 724-438-4593. I forgot where I was going to go here. So, yeah, I have, Stan just before the break called. I don't know what station that he says he heard that on. He says, Joe Biden he's not to blame for the towers coming down or letting in the people that brought down the towers and into the Pentagon and out in Somerset County. I'll add this to it. President Trump, he often says that he's undoing everything that the Biden administration did. I'm getting a little tired of that. You know what? Okay, you're doing things, and I think that's great. I absolutely approve of the things that, for the most part, of what President Trump is doing. I don't think you need to debase your predecessor. Okay, you won. You've been in office for almost a year now. Leave it go. Just move forward, say this is what we're doing. But yeah, I get a little tired of the self-serving bit. Hey, we are out of time here. CBS News is next, followed by TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. I'll be back for another hour of What's on Your Mind right after the news. And at the tone, it is 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting. I'm Jennifer Kuiper. President Trump says starting next month, he will impose 10% tariffs on NATO allies that have sent military forces into Greenland. He plans to increase the tariffs to 25% on June 1st and keep them in place until the U.S. reaches a deal to acquire Greenland. Also, President Trump has reached out to the Prime Minister of Norway, linking his stance on Greenland to his failure to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. CBS's Olivia Gazis on that.
The European officials that we've been speaking to today say the reaction that they have to this was pretty much one of astonishment, because this wasn't just a private expression of disappointment from the president to the Norwegians. This message was clearly meant to be widely known. CBS News had also confirmed through multiple European sources that the White House sent the exact text of that message to embassies here across Washington, ensuring that it reached other European leaders.
It's brutally cold here in the Midwest, with wind chills making it feel below zero this afternoon. In Minneapolis, where protesters have taken to the streets for over a week, CBS's Ian Lee reports.
Maybe this cold is keeping people away, but we also know that there are communities, there are neighbors who are organizing to help immigrant families who are in hiding. So while you don't have nearly the big numbers out here as you did in the George Floyd protests, there still is a community very active.
Americans nationwide are remembering the legacy of civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. today. WSB's Graham Carroll.
Hundreds gathering for the beloved community service at Ebenezer. Most people I talked to spoke of Dr. King's goals of peace and unity and why his message is as urgent as ever.
Uncertainty, a lot of people who are hungry, jobless, and there's a lot of violence.
In this climate, it means so much to say the word peace and to actualize it.
Hopefully, generations to come will know what this event means.
Another common refrain, do acts of service to better the community, and also be sure to show up and vote. Graham Carroll for CBS News, Atlanta.
Famous designer Valentino has died at age 93, according to his foundation. CBS's Sabina Castelfranco in Rome.
In a statement, the foundation said that Valentino Garavani was not only a constant guide and inspiration for all of us, but a true source of light, creativity, and vision. His funeral will be held at a famous church in central Rome, after his body lies in state at the Valentino Foundation for 2 days.
It didn't last long, but parts of the Florida Panhandle have gotten snow for the second straight year. Michael Rainier lives near Panama City.
Kind of surprised more than anything, and not very excited about it. I mean, we live in the South, so it's not something we look forward to.
This is CBS News.
Real crimes, real justice. Follow and listen to 48 Hours on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Okay.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or,
hi, come on in. How are you?
For personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hartley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org.
Or serving number 3,940.
Another chance to win big with WMBS and the PA Lottery is going on now through January 31st. Just be the sixth caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear and win $30, $1, $500 a week for life PA Lottery scratch-off tickets. With the Pennsylvania Lottery's new $500 a week for life scratch-off, the $500 just doesn't happen this week. It happens week after week after week. Benefits older Pennsylvanians. Must be 18 years or older. Please play responsibly.
Battle against the British tabloids has opened in a London courtroom.
I'm Vicky Barker at the Foreign Desk. Prince Harry has joined Elton John, Liz Hurley, and 3 other high-profile figures in suing the publisher of the Daily Mail for phone hacking and other breaches of privacy. 2 other tabloids admitted guilt and paid out damages in their trials, but the Mail vehemently denies all the accusations, which it calls preposterous. Vicky Barker, CBS News.
Director James Cameron's Avatar, Fire and Ash, continues to dominate the North American box office, topping charts for the 5th weekend with just over $13 million in sales. 28 years later, The Bone Temple secured second place. Zootopia 2 became the highest-grossing Animated Motion Picture Association release ever. The Housemaid and Marty Supreme rounded out the top 5, and Lord of the Rings re-releases also performed well, landing in the top 10. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Okay,
now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
And good afternoon. It's 2:05. It is partly sunny and 27 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather follow the news. And with the cold weather on the way tonight and tomorrow, we already have some schools that are going to be on remote learning for tomorrow. The ones we have so far are the Albert Gallatin School District, the California Area School District, the Charleroi School District, and the Hempfield Area School District. They will all be on remote learning tomorrow. Also, the Carmichael's Volunteer Fire Department bingo for tomorrow has been canceled. And again, we'll continue to update that list for you. And there'll be a list of on our WMBS Facebook page later tonight with all the schools. Herald Standard says that 30-year-old Billy Jacobs II of Uniontown has been charged with aggravated cruelty to animals, and neglect of animals. Police say he kept 2 malnourished dogs in a severely deteriorated home with no running water, extensive garbage, and overwhelming odors of feces, mold, and urine. The dogs were found with protruding bones and later diagnosed with additional ailments. Charges were filed Thursday following an initial police response to the home last August, and no bail information was available as of Friday. Pennsylvania U.S. Senator John Fetterman wants to cap credit card late fees. Fetterman, along with 2 other Democratic senators, introduced the Credit Card Fairness Act last week. If passed, it would put into statute the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's $8 cap on credit card late fees. The CFPB rule that enacted this cap was stalled in litigation brought on by banks. The lawmakers state that consumers currently pay $14 billion per year in credit card late fees. The standard late fee is between $30 and $41, which is up 5 times higher than the cost for banks collecting late payments. Governor Josh Shapiro is celebrating another successful Pennsylvania farm show. The governor said the Commonwealth came together to recognize the hard work of Pennsylvania farmers and ag producers. Organizers say an estimated 500,000 people visited the farm show throughout the week. They sold 23,000 pounds of French fries, 20,000 gallons of milkshakes, and 7,000 pounds of cheese cubes. A new exhibit is now open at Washington, D.C.'s Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Library, and Tammy Trujillo will tell us more.
It's titled Freedom and Resistance and gives visitors a look at the connections between the Black American experience and the ideals of American freedom. The Freedom and Resistance exhibit will be on display until March 15th. To celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the MLK Memorial Library will host multiple events, including a clay art MLK Jr. sculpture building experience, a 40th anniversary of the King mural, and a special MLK Day movie viewing. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
WMBS time is 2:09. Sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
Be prepared for bone-chilling winter weather. Have Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning install a Bryant high-efficiency furnace in your home to replace that old worn-out system you now have. Choose Bryant's Plus 90 gas furnace or other quality heating system to keep yourself and your family warm and toasty this winter. Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning will also keep your present furnace running at peak efficiency with their 15-point safety check and cleaning. Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning today for your appointment. 724-439-2323. That's Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, Penguins, they start a 4-game Western trip this afternoon. They'll visit the Seattle Kraken. The Pens are 22, 14, and 11. We'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame will be at 4 with face-off at 5. College football national championship game is tonight as the Miami Hurricanes at 13-2 will take on the 15-0 Indiana Hoosiers. The game is in Miami, and it kicks off at 7:30.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
The Weather Watch is being brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Call Nate at 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more. Get a free quote now.
Cloudy for the rest of the afternoon, maybe some snow showers and flurries, 28 for the high. Cold weather advisory starts at 9 tonight and goes until noon tomorrow. Partly cloudy, 6 above for the low tonight, and we'll only get to 18 tomorrow under partly cloudy skies. Right now, it is cloudy and 27 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. At 2:11 on this Monday afternoon, I'm TJ DeStefano. And up next, it's hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes on WMBS.
The Weather Watch has been brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Nate is there for you. Call 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Tuesday is another CR Product Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS. Join us for WPIL High School Boys Basketball action as the Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the Gateway Gators, and the Uniontown Red Raiders will travel to Latrobe to take on the Wildcats. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show starts at 6:40. You can watch the Uniontown Latrobe game on the WMBS YouTube page and also follow all of the action here on the radio. The Laurel Highlands Gateway game will be on the WMBS Facebook page. That's high school basketball action Tuesday starting at 6:40 here on WMBS.
Okay, my New Year's resolution was to listen to my body, and my body says it's tired, coughing, and hates January.
Sounds like your body wants MoniMed same-day care.
I tried ignoring it. That was resolution number 2.
Let me guess, you Googled it?
Yeah, now I'm scared.
Let's not do that. I'm Kendall Soliero, a provider at Montgomery Medical. Walk in, get real answers, and start feeling better. No appointment needed.
Wow, a resolution I can actually keep.
New year, same germs. Walk into Montgomery Medical today.
Take the fact book.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? Fact, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact, your community, your connection.
Having Hicks & Buzz Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. Hicks & Buzz also offers free prescription delivery, mail-out service for snowbirds, and dependable courteous service, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Hicks & Buzz Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street, phone 724-437-2828. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday at Hicks & Buzz Drugstore of Uniontown.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality healthcare to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We're going to continue with the open conversation, so give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Well, the temperature here on the WMBS Weather Center is holding steady at 27 degrees. Doesn't take into account when the wind pops up a little bit and you get that wind chill factor. So I don't know what that is. They're saying it's going to drop down into, well, like 7 degrees overnight. A little on the cold side, I would say. Listen to Matt Sapienza in the morning for any school delays and closures. Right now, I can tell you that Hempfield, California School District, Chartiers, and Albert Gallatin have already announced delays for tomorrow. And again, listen to Matt in the morning for the full details. Let's see here. Okay, so been talking about the protesters up in Minneapolis, specifically going into a church yesterday on the suspicion that one of the pastors is related to an ICE agent up in Minneapolis, interrupting that service, shouting, yelling. Your feelings on that? Did they have the right to do that through the First Amendment? Did they have the right to go into a church, private property, uninvited, to protest ICE? Or did they do so and violate the First Amendment right of the church and its members? So what do you think about that? NFL playoffs over the weekend, and they'll continue into next weekend as well. So the conference championship games have been set. New England will be at Denver, and the LA Rams will be at Seattle. The winner of those two games next week will go on to the Super Bowl. A different type of Super Bowl is the NCAA College Playoff Championships tonight. The 15-0 Indiana Hoosiers take on the Miami Hurricanes. They finished their well, so far they're at 13-2. Indiana has a 7.5 point favorite in tonight's game, and you can watch it on ESPN or on Fubo TV. Who do you like in the game tonight? Who's your pick? Indiana or Miami? I will tell you, I am picking Indiana all the way. So give me a call. Let me know who you're picking for tonight's NCAA championship game. Representative Ilhan Omar referred to the United States as GD United States. Do you think as a sitting member of Congress, she should be doing that? She has a right to. She has a right to say that, but should she? So give me a buzz on that. It is Martin Luther King Day, so no mail service today. Stop going out to your mailbox looking for your mail. It's not going to be there. Government offices and banks are closed as well. And then President Trump's continued push to acquire Greenland. So what do you think about that? 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ. Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I'm just going to make a few comments, and I'll hang up. You were talking about Omar?
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to be booted out. Send her back to Somalia. She's going to turn up very involved in the fraud in that, and so will Walsh. They're so involved in it, but they think by the things they're doing with protesters, we'll forget about it. Mm-hmm. I don't think so. Second thing, the NEA. How dare they send money?
No, wait. There's two different NEAs.
What's that?
There's the National Education Association, the Teachers Union, or you've got the National Endowment for the Arts. So which one?
The one that they are supposed to be helping, they're with the union.
The teachers, okay.
Yeah, and they're sending
Or
millions
National
of
Educators
dollars.
Association, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the least bit concerned about their teachers, and they're surely not worried about the children. Randy Weingarten gets up there and cries like a baby about, the poor kids. Who's sending that money? She's the vice president of one of the companies that sends that money out. But there's never a problem with that. I don't understand. And then the last thing, I can't understand how the Democrats cannot define a woman.
Yeah.
So wouldn't their dates be interesting? I'm telling you, I've even what's her name, Jackson with the Supreme Court. She has a very difficult time defining a woman.
Yeah.
Take a shower, check your parts out. Maybe you'll know what you are. But, this thing about men being able to get pregnant, that's ridiculous.
I agree.
And maybe one of these days somebody will come up with something. But men do not have the parts to have babies.
Yeah, I don't. And this notion that there's 67 different types of genders, different genders. Are you kidding me? Really?
It's crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. Anyways, thank you.
I don't see how that is. I don't see how that Democrats could think that is anywhere near a winning policy.
Yeah, and they want you to vote for them. I'm sorry. I think I know the difference. I could define a woman, but what's wrong with them? They don't have anything else to talk about. Go sing out on the Capitol steps. We'll listen to that for a while. Thank you, Russ, for taking my call, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, both lines are now open. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. What else is going on here? So we are getting into the midterms. They'll take place in November. Here in Pennsylvania, we're gearing up for petition circulations to get on ballots. I don't know procedures in other states, but midterms are taking place this year. Republicans currently have, really only about a 4-vote majority in the House, little more safer majority in the Senate. Some people are projecting anywhere from the Democrats gaining anywhere from 25 to 45 seats in the House to regain the majority. I don't think, and it is possible that Democrats are going to regain the majority by that much. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Senate's a little bit safer in Republican hands moving forward. But if Democrats continue pushing some of the things that they have been, gender, this whole bit, men and women's sports, and men and women's bathrooms and lockers and locker rooms, and I don't see how that's a winning formula. I really don't. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes.
Fred.
Hey, Fred.
How am I coming in?
Well, so
Loud
far.
and clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm hearing it a little bit, but go ahead.
Okay, it's this immigration thing. I think it's all about the money. What do you think?
Well, you're going to have to explain a little bit more, Fred.
Well, if you give Trump $1 million, you can come in, no questions asked.
Are you referring to the Trump gold visa?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I not that this is a defense, but I will say a number of countries does the same thing. So this is going to, and I think there's still background checks that go along with it, but this is aimed towards those in other countries that are entrepreneurs, will be coming to this country to establish a business of some kind, and to better this country. So in other words, these immigrants that are going to pay however much it is, you say, for the Trump Gold Visa, they've got some game. They've got some abilities that are going to help make the U.S. better, move the U.S. forward economically.
In other words,
They'll be adding instead of taking away.
In other words, let the foreigners come in and start businesses instead of the people in the United States.
It's not stopping anybody in the United States from starting a business.
Right, but they're going to have foreign competition.
Well, isn't that what capitalism's about?
Well,
no, seriously, Fred, isn't that what capitalism? If you're making a product, okay, right. if you're here making a widget, okay, and yes. I decide, I want to make a widget too, but I think I can do it better than Fred. Isn't that what competition and capitalism is about?
Well, what about this thing, America First?
That would be America First because they'd be here. They'd be in the United States. It's not that they're not coming here to open up a business in Pakistan. They're coming here to open up a business here, hire Americans here.
Okay. Well, it just don't sound right to me. It just does all the rich people in the country.
No, it's not helping rich people in the country. It's bringing those with money here to help with our economy, help with our employment, help with our tax base, because these are now going to be companies that are taxed in the United States. They're not going to be immigrants that are taking away. They're not going, they're not going to be on the welfare rolls. They're not going to be on social services. They're going to be contributing to the well-being of this country.
Yes. Well, you get a gold card. Where does this $1 million go to?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Does it
Probably
really matter?
Some politicians. Well, yes, it matters.
Okay. Well, I doubt if it's going to go into politicians' hands.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
So.
Okay, Russ, that's all I have today.
Okay, Fred. Thanks for your call.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Well, it's cold and snowy, and we got wind blowing. I'm astonished there's a bird migration today.
Well, they say we're heading south real quick. We missed the train before, but we're getting on it now.
Well, I know I just heard that bird migration going on in Fred's head.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes, and I thought, my gosh, he's swamped there.
Yeah.
Regarding immigration and the $1 million, no, it's not all about money. It's about letting people into the country who benefit our country. That's America First, Fred.
Yeah.
It's not about accepting people because there's political problems in their country or they have personal problems like domestic violence used to be a reason to let people in during the Biden administration. It's not about opening up the borders and standing down so illegal drugs come in. It's about bringing in people who will benefit this country. And also, Senator Fetterman, a good Democrat, made a very astute statement not too long ago. And his wife is from Colombia. She's an immigrant. Senator Fetterman said it's not fair to let people in, leading them to believe that they can have the American dream when we don't have the jobs, We don't have the ways to support them with housing and welfare. We can't feed them. We can't give them hospitalization. We can't educate their children. We just don't have the facilities. So I think in that context, you can understand President Trump's $1 million entrance fee. This is somebody who wants to come here with a purpose, who is affluent.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and all it does is it expedites the process. They still go through their background checks, as far as I know. Yeah.
And it might not sound fair, but let's be honest. The United States has a standard of living and a way of life that's the envy of the world. And this is why people are just, coming here in refugee trains. Quite literally, when President Biden, when he was candidate Biden running against President Trump, he said during the debates, we can accept 1.2 million people a year. 1.2 million. Mm-hmm. I thought about that. He didn't say 1 million or 2 million or 1.2. Why would he say 1.2 million?
100,000 a month? I don't know.
That's right. It was very calculated that we can accept 100,000 a month. But again, we don't have the jobs. When we're housing them in 4-star hotels in New York and Los Angeles, does this make any sense?
Not to me.
Now, someone who pays $1 million for a visa can stay in a 4-star hotel probably, but they probably wouldn't. They'd probably have a business purpose here. But to bring in people, and again, they're not screened for any kind of disease. Americans had to get COVID shots, you remember, or they lost their jobs. But these people were allowed over the border without any screening, and we simply can't take that many immigrants, especially needy, unskilled people. So it's in a way it is about the money, because it's about people who will bring something to the United States that's of value. And not be a burden on the taxpayer, the tax-paying citizens who were born here.
Yeah,
it's not hard to understand.
Their wealth is going to be taxed. Their businesses are going to be taxed. So they'll be contributing instead of taking away.
They come here with a purpose. I mean, even if they just come here to live, they want their citizenship expedited, and they just want to come here to live, because we have an awfully nice country. And if you study history at all, you'll notice how many empires have built walls because they have a stable, affluent society. Anywhere from China to Rome building Hadrian's Wall in northern England, it's to protect the standard of living in the country and law and order and the institutions we have. When you just leave people in willy-nilly, you destroy your institutions. Yes, you have social breakdown, which is what's happened in a lot of the big cities with their hospitals collapsing. Denver being a prime example.
I just read, and I got to go to a break here quickly. Governor Abbott down in Texas, last year he mandated that hospitals start reporting the amount of money being spent on illegal immigrants coming in, and it was over $1 billion just for 2025.
Yes. Well, he's a very responsible governor. But this is why you had the budget holdup in this country over Obamacare payments in cities like New York, Los Angeles, Portland, because that Obamacare money was supporting the hospitals for the illegals. And the whole country had to stop and let the budget, hang in the balance for a month.
Okay. Hey, Franklin, I got to run, my friend.
Stay warm.
Thank you for the call. And I shall try to. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, both lines are open. 724-438-4593.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Look and you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you.
Happy New Year from Thurby's Riverside Ford. New year, new deals, and new vehicles. Just announced, new 2025 Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport come with $1,000 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% Ford credit financing.
And the best-selling truck on the planet, the new 2025 Ford F-150 4x4 comes with $2,250 Ford bonus cash plus 2.9% financing. It may be cold outside, but the deals are hot. Are you thinking about a new 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive pickup? Just announced, $1,000 Ford factory incentive on all Mavericks. We have the inventory and we've got the best deals.
Stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley at Thurby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Ford credit financing required. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award and one Ford elite dealer.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They could also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Your local station, WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, is that me?
That's you.
All right. My name's Jay, by the way.
Hey, Jay.
Hi. A couple of things I've heard various times on your show. I've heard the finger pointed at former President Obama on his immigration policy. I think people might want to look at how many he deported. The Cato Institute, which is a pretty conservative news outlet, called him the deporter-in-chief. He deported over 3 million and had, in the 2000s, that might change with President Trump, but he had the highest deportation rate per month of any president in the 2000s. I heard somebody earlier on your show equip him with Soros. Would Soros be in favor of the 3 million that he deported? And I'll put it to you this way. I lived through the George W. Bush immigration policies of New World Order and Pax Universalis, where he would bring in from Pakistan, Turkey, India, Northern Africa, engineers for corporations here to hire engineers from foreign countries and unemploy engineers that were American-born. And there's many, I could go on and on about that, but George W. Bush was a failure with immigration, and the unemployment led to a very bad recession at the end of his term. And I'd like to remind people on that, because you'll probably have a guy on at 4:15 who's going to constantly spew propaganda on that. That's not correct. I'm not defending everything President Obama did, but when he deports 3 million, and that's more than any president in the 2000s, and you have right-wing news agencies calling him the deporter-in-chief, I think people might want to get their facts a little bit straight on his immigration.
How does, now Jay, I'm just curious, how does, you said he had deported 3 million, and I'm not disputing that at all, but then you say organizations call him the deporter-in-chief, so how is that contradictory?
Well, I'm in favor of what he did, and I'm in favor, if you're not here correctly, I'm in favor. I think Biden was a failure on that. President Biden was a failure on immigration. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he was a failure. But what I'm saying is we have to get our facts straight. We can't sit here and lay the blame on President Obama when he deported 3 million.
Right.
And I'm reading this off a right-wing news agency, so I am in favor.
Well, I don't think people are trying to blame President Obama. I think what people are trying to do is point out that President Obama, yes, he deported 3 million people, and he used ICE to do that. And at the same time, while he was doing that, while he was using ICE, there were no protests going on over his use of that option. Whereas
absolutely.
Yeah, and so now I think that's what they're trying to point out here. Why was it okay for President Obama to deport 3,000 illegal immigrants and use ICE to do that, and it's not okay for President Trump to do the same thing?
Let me say this as a Democrat. I am not in favor of what's going on in many of these cities. In fact, I think Democrats, if they had a little bit better plan, they would condemn what happened in that church yesterday. I do. Minnesota law, under Minnesota Constitution, that is not your right to worship. You cannot be infringed. And I'm looking right at the Minnesota law, Article 1, Section 16, Roman numeral 1, clearly states that if anybody, and Democrats should be condemning it and start focusing in on issues like health care, which is a problem, and start focusing in on some of the things that Mr. Trump says that he promises, and start focusing in on the economy and the checkbook issues that people are experiencing right now with a Republican president and a Republican House and a Republican Senate, and start focusing on that, and let Mr. Trump continue to blame President Biden. He's a year into office. And, let him keep blaming President Biden and see what the American taxpayer, the working class man, the working class woman, and things like that, and continue to do that. And I'm not getting into the debate on the gold visa and saying it's wrong, but that is an executive order. That is not something that was passed. Any change to a visa program is supposed to be changed through Congress, which he has not done, so he's gone with executive order. But I can tell you what can happen with executive orders a couple of years from now, and I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah,
but
well, that's exactly it. If in 2028, whoever the Democrat nominee is for president wins that election, will come in and undo everything that President Trump did as far as executive orders are concerned.
Well, and I'm just saying, I think the Democrats should condemn what happened in that church.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they need to realize that this fraud is embarrassing and horrendous and needs to be investigated and cleaned up, and agree with that, but start focusing in on things that are affecting the average American, and you're going to win. You're going to win the House pretty big and get a pretty good margin in the House. And there are things in this Senate that are up. Susan Collins is up. Tillis isn't running. McConnell, I believe I heard he's finally said he's going to hang it up.
He is.
Joni Ernst. You can make a closer Senate by going after the pocketbook issues. I agree with Fetterman. I stand with Fetterman on a lot of things. I think he's right. And I think some of this fringe politicization of everything is getting old. And if Democrats cannot learn how to win an election, which they blundered it in 2024, and I'm sorry, they blundered it in many, many facets. If they haven't learned their lesson, we'll just be back right where we are, just winning the House and being satisfied with that and have a bunch of empty cans. But you start to win Senate seats, things start to change. We'll see what happens, and I'm going with Miami tonight.
Okay. Well, Jay, I'm looking forward to the game. I think it's going to be a very good game. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Anyway, I don't disagree with you on the possible election outcome of the midterms. However, I'm going to withhold judgment here. I'm going to wait until refunds start going back out. Your tax refunds. I'm going to wait until the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime really starts taking hold, and people start seeing the benefits of that. Interest rates are coming down, so I'm waiting to see how that's going to go. Right here you see gas here under $3, not at all stations. Some stations under $3 a gallon here in Pennsylvania, lower in other places as well. So I'm not convinced that the Democrats are going to walk away with changing the House in November. Is the opportunity there? Absolutely. But I'm not convinced it's going to happen at this point in time. I also think if somebody wants to kind of step up to leadership on both sides, for that matter, let's get something done with immigration. If especially Democrats, if you don't like what's going on, let's come up with an idea. Meet with your counterpart across the aisle and start crafting legislation that makes sense when it comes to immigration, that both sides can agree upon, that's not going to be undone by executive orders every 4 years. Now's the time to do it.
I agree, but here's the thing, and I say this on both parties. The Democrats, like for instance, Klobuchar used to be considered somewhat of a centrist, center-left, but when she ran for president, she realized that didn't work, so she went hard left. And people condemn you in the Democratic Party if you don't have a common sense approach. I will say also in the Republican Party, you buck Donald Trump, you have seen what happens when you go against him. He called a few of them voted against him on a policy. I think it was workers' rights in the federal government. Hawley was one of them, Senator Hawley of Missouri, which kind of surprised me. But some of these people, Rand Paul was another one, and he calls them things like traitors and a disgrace to the Republic. You cannot be afraid to buck party leadership. We don't have that in this country. They do not buck Donald Trump. They do not buck the far left extremists who run the Democratic Party as of now. And until you get people with courage and not be afraid to lose your seat and to stand up for what's right, like Fetterman is doing.
Yeah, because he's going to be primaried. Everybody keeps saying that, and organizations have started with the sole purpose of primarying John Fetterman in 2026.
Well, it takes...
in 28.
It takes... The problem I have, it takes $10,000 a day in fundraising to run for Congress. I'm opposed to that. I'm tired of it. It's hurting middle America. I don't care what people can call in here and blame me and say, well, you're a part. But I'm just saying we now have a country where the influential control is in the hands of the rich, whether they're right or left. But when it takes $10,000 a day to run for a seat in Congress from West Virginia, we've got a problem in this country.
Well, I think legislation, and I got to go for another call here, Jay. I think legislation ought to be written to prevent political contributions from outside of your state.
Correct.
I think it's horrendous that somebody from California, some PAC in California, can write a check for $100,000 and send it across the country to John Fetterman's campaign, to Chuck Schumer's campaign, to Mr. McCormick's campaign. I think that's horrendous. If you're running for a Congress in Pennsylvania, your donations should come strictly from Pennsylvanians.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't disagree. Thanks for your time.
Right. Thanks, Jay. Bye-bye. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
How you doing?
Good. Yourself?
All right. I was listening to your program. I'd like to comment on the
immigration
bill.
Is this Pete?
On the immigration bill.
Is this Pete?
Yep, Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
Yep. I don't know. How you doing? I don't know if people remember, but George Bush Jr. tried to get an immigration bill in. He almost had it in, but who killed it? Republicans. His own party. They killed it. Then Joe Biden tried to get one in, and from the day one when he started, about when his presidency was over, they had a deal, Republicans and Democrats. And who killed that? Donald Trump said he could not let that pass. The Republicans couldn't let it pass because he needed it to win the election, to run on the election. So don't blame it on the Democrats.
I blame it on both sides. I blame it on both sides.
Well, if they had it, it wasn't the Democrats calling to stop it. It was Donald Trump.
Okay.
Said he needed to run on. He wasn't worried that the Republicans and the Democrats finally had one.
But on that particular legislation that you're talking about for Mr. Biden, it was going to allow upwards of 5,000 immigrants a day into the country.
Well, it was a bill. It started, and it was Republicans. Republican senators.
I understand that they're Republicans, but in the end, it was going to allow upwards of 5,000 illegal immigrants into the country a day. So that's the same that we're seeing now, and that needed to come to an end, Pete. And Pete, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I got to run to a break here, but thanks for your call. Hey, we got to take a quick little break. We'll be right back after this.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Uniontown Liquidation Outlet wants to thank you for borrowing our special Fayette 2025. Come shop with us for the lowest prices around. We have toys, home goods, tools, electronics, and much more. We offer layaway, so stop in today and ask us how it works. We are located inside the Uniontown Mall.
The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Hope to see you soon.
Do you wake up every morning with an aching back? Is it time to replace your mattress? Purchasing a new mattress can be expensive, but more than that, it can be confusing. There are just so many choices. At Chesler's Fine Furniture, sales associates can help you find the perfect mattress set at an unbelievable value. One of the truly great things about brick and mortar stores is that, at the very least, you know where they are and where they are likely to be for a while. At Chesler's, you can test the firmness and quality of every set on display. Shop now and find everyday low prices. Credit terms are available with 90 days same as cash with a minimum purchase. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, the store you know and trust, where customers send their friends. Main Street Theater Company proudly presents Grease on stage at the State Theater January 30th and 31st at 7 p.m. and February 1st at 2. Follow the journey of Danny and Sandy, the Pink Ladies, and the Burger Palace Boys in one of the world's most popular and enduring musicals, with an unforgettable soundtrack featuring hit songs like Greased Lightning, Hopelessly Devoted to You, You're the One That I Want, and more. For tickets, call 724-439-1360 or online at statetheater.info. WMBS High School basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got a little less than 3 minutes here in today's second hour of What's on Your Mind. So give me a buzz. Both lines are open. We can squeeze in at least one phone call. Who knows? Maybe 2. 724-438-4593. Let me see. What do we got? Oh, we got the Penguins tonight here on WMBS. So, I take on the Seattle Kraken on that. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, I'm not. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm not. So I'm not even going to say what time this game's supposed to start here. But it's possible that coverage starts at 4:00 today. I'm not sure about that. So don't take my word for it. I'm just looking what's on the cue card here, and it says 4/5. So that could mean that there's pregame at 4 and the puck drops at 5. And it's possible being Martin Luther King Day that it's a day game out there in Seattle. So anyway, so there's that coming up on WMBS. Elsewhere, you got the NCAA College Football Championship tonight as Indiana takes on Miami. So should be a great game. Looking forward to that. Sure, we're all still waiting to see who the next Steeler head coach will be. I don't anticipate anything. At least for another week, maybe longer, depending if they have somebody in their sights that's currently involved with the NFL playoffs. So we'll just have to be patient for that, I guess. Also, keep in mind, though, you know what? We're getting a lot closer to the start of baseball spring training. So I think we're down to about 25 days thereabout before pitchers and catchers report. So, yeah, I'm getting rather a little bit excited about Pirate baseball this year, but excited overall for the start of baseball for 2026 and the warm weather that comes along with it. Hey, I'll be back in this chair again tomorrow. As of now, it's open conversation, so we'll have some more topics to talk about, and I want to hear what you have to say about them as well. So we'll chat again tomorrow. Meantime, CBS is next. news from around the world, around the country, and then TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. Thanks for listening today. We'll do it again tomorrow. This is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. In a move not typical in American diplomacy, CBS's Natalie Brand says the Prime Minister of Norway has confirmed that he has received a message from President Trump.
President Trump said because Norway